Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm a little punch drunk this morning. I've been up working since around 1:45. I went to bed, woke up around 1 o'clock, couldn't go back to sleep, worked on my reports, and I think once I finish this live, do a couple of more things. I've put in my time. I was supposed to be off by 11 o'clock today. I think my day will be an early day. I am punched drunk. My eyes are just glowing. But there's some things I want to discuss this morning. And the fact I didn't realize until I set the time. Well, then I couldn't go any earlier than what I did because I had to finish out something. But Drop the Mic is going to go live at 10 o'clock Eastern. It'll be 9 o'clock Central and 7 o'clock Pacific time. So I just wanted to get that out. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Crazy Purple Kirby lady. Good morning. I can't remember. Good morning, Gamecock Jenny. Big Bad Wolf. Flower Power. Elma Padilla. Good morning. Susan Dawson. Good morning. Make sure I don't forget anybody. Okay, my eyes are blurry, but I'm here. Sicilian Princess. Good morning, everybody. So, we're going to call this news briefing, okay? Because I don't have time to sip and have coffee. No, I'm just joking. Good morning, Sweets and Beyond. Good morning, Just Beto. So I don't want to run into Maria and Ann's time. And if I could have did it any earlier, I would have, but I was still working on some stuff. So I'm going to try to get it out. And if I can't, I'll just finish it up tomorrow. I know I saw Savage. She did 2 shorts yesterday, I think, but I did see her short and I played it as well. Good morning, Pamela Barr. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, okay, let's go. First up, we have the news that we've all been waiting for. I kind of think they're lying to us a little bit because I think that it was already a secret grand jury that had, in order for them to go raid the residency and everything. And we're talking about the Diddler, Don Diddy Combs, the Diddler. So let's get this really, really quick. And from my understanding is they've already spoken to over 50-something people. And it goes to the fact that he was even like this in college. He was abusive. Now, I don't know if you remember, but Danny and I had also stated a few months back that before Biggie was caged, Biggie was trying to leave that label. He was going to go with Good Morning Snake. He was going to go with Dre. Biggie wanted out of his contract. He was going to sue Diddler for his publishing rights for his music. All of a sudden, Biggie's gone. Okay, gone. Left Eye Lopez. She had signed a contract with Suge Knight. She decided, hey, and this was by Tupac speaking to her, telling her, you don't really want to go this way. And she said that when she signed it, this was before he was done. He was telling her to stay away from Suge, stay away from Suge. She signed it. She decided, hey, I don't want to do this. I want out of this contract. She gone. We don't know what happened with Jamie Foxx. But now the rumor mill is stating that P. Diddy has something to do with Jamie Foxx's coma. The same way the rumor mill is going about he had something to do with L.B. Shore's coma. Okay? So this man, and then the fact they are throwing Jay-Z in the mix too because of his girlfriend, Kathy White, who was allegedly pregnant by him, and she died at 28 of an aneurysm. Now, one of my really good friends, her son died the year before, and with the stress and everything, she had an aneurysm. And they had, and when I have the pictures when they cut open her, oh, anyway, she's here. She survived. I had another friend that I work with, well, a co-worker in Virginia. Her mother had an aneurysm. So you can survive an aneurysm if it's caught in time. You're running around the house doing things. Okay, hi, peace and struggles. Good morning. Good morning, shits and giggles. Okay, so let's get this latest update for you. Let's get it going.
Sean Diddy Combs is under investigation by a federal grand jury looking at allegations of sex trafficking. In March, Homeland Security officials searched the rap mogul's homes in Miami Beach and Los Angeles. CNN and the Los Angeles Times say that the women who are suing Combs for alleged sexual assault will be asked to testify to a grand jury here in New York. Our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan, is here with more. Jerika, good morning.
Now, they said they're moving forward with the sex trafficking and the drugs. I said when I posted the picture yesterday. I was trying to find the video when they raided, when Homeland Security went out to the airport and surrounded that jet. They got that video from the airport and got everybody off that plane. I said they wanted Brendan Paul, because if they wanted Diddy then, they would have taken Diddy then. They needed Brendan Paul. He is the mule. He was the one that was running the drugs. I mean, the drugs and the guns and the pew-pews. So they wanted Brendan Paul. They had him. Now he's cooperating fully with the investigation. Once he does what he needs to do, then he's going to go into a diversion program. And all charges will be dropped. Got you. Okay, let's go.
Good morning to you, Nate. A federal investigation into Combs has been ongoing, but he has not been charged with a crime. Since November, 7 people have filed civil lawsuits alleging he sexually assaulted them. And now their potential testimony could help the government bring a criminal case.
As Sean Diddy Combs faces a wave of sexual assault allegations, CNN...
He didn't do it. All the allegations against him are false. That is not in his character, and people are just out here for a quick payday. Now, let me tell you, I said this myself, and then one of the, I think it was either a rapper or a comedian said the other day, all these people that are now talking, you knew about it then. You're not a witness, you're an accomplice. Because you enabled that behavior to keep going on. Now, everybody wants to talk. You knew what he was doing. So that's why everybody's praising Gene Deal. I don't. You were aware of his behavior. The makeup artist that was a makeup artist for Cassie and P. Diddy came forward and said that she knew about the abuse. She witnessed the abuse, but yet again, I get it, unless Kathy, yet again, you stood silent. You stood silent. Now everybody's coming out the damn woodworks.
And the LA Times report that federal investigators are preparing to bring the embattled hip-hop mogul's accusers before a grand jury as part of an inquiry over possible sex trafficking, which could signal the potential for criminal charges. It comes 2 months after federal agents raided houses in Miami and Los Angeles belonging to Combs in connection with the ongoing investigation. At the time, an attorney for Combs said he was innocent and called the raids a witch hunt. Combs.
I'm sorry. He's innocent. Then his dumbass son, Christian, did a diss record, I guess, telling the feds, you raided this house, but you didn't raid the house next door. We own that too. I'm like, you stupid. Now, I don't know if they own the house next door or not. I don't know. I have no idea. But your dumb ass put that in a song. Now your stupid ass is sitting there being clowned because your daddy is everything that everybody has ever said about him, and so are you. The apple damn sure didn't fall far from the tree. You're just as ugly as he is, and you yourself facing a lawsuit. Okay.
This has been named in 8 civil suits since November, with
He did
7
it.
people accusing him of sexual assault, including his ex-girlfriend
Cassie
Cassie
is
Ventura,
gorgeous.
who settled her case with Combs one day after it was filed. In a December social media post, Combs said in part, "I did not do any of the awful things being alleged." But earlier this month, after CNN obtained graphic footage that shows Combs punching and kicking Ventura in 2016, he released an apology.
I take full responsibility.
Let me go past this because I can't even. I. Okay, I don't even want to see his face on my
What we
screen.
saw in that video totally eviscerated
Yep, she said she
his
was
credibility.
Judy Saunders is an attorney who specializes in sex abuse and human trafficking.
Exactly, Snake. Gene knew all of this, all of it, and now he's being praised. Now, I watched something on the IG this morning. It was on a national talk show, and they have the video of Meek Mills getting pummeled by P. Diddy. And I'm telling you, these people were like, no. P. Diddy was being pummeled. I mean, Meek Mills was being pummeled by him. And they're like, oh, shit. Now they all finding it funny. They all find that funny. And then the feds are saying that they have a video of a sex worker being SA'd by P. Diddy.
Cases. She said Combs's accusers likely have information that prosecutors will use to paint a bigger picture of his alleged behavior.
These individual cases, they may help explain how it was that he was able to allegedly operate a wider network that included sexual crimes.
CBS News asked the U.S. Attorney's Office here in Manhattan about the existence of a grand jury tied to the federal investigation into Combs and the potential for his accusers to testify. A spokesperson declined to comment. We also reached out to the DOJ and Department of Homeland Security as well, but did not hear back. And we contacted reps for Combs. They did not immediately respond. I think it's clear with this story that this is just the beginning.
So they're not talking to you, but they're talking to CNN. They're talking to CNN. They're not talking to you. They're talking to CNN. Okay, so that's the latest.
It's very disappointing. These allegations.
Thank you very much.
Wait a minute. Have you ever been assaulted? No, sweetie, I haven't. So when I hear these stories of these people, I honestly can't relate. But I have the sympathy and the empathy there for those that were really assaulted. Anybody that's gone through domestic violence, really went through domestic violence. Not saying you did, not faking like you did, but ever been abused. I've never experienced any of that. Oh, Bambi, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I am so sorry. Yes. So Carl, whatever his name is, Carl was known. So I worked with the girl that played Laura. I worked with her mother in DC. I remember when she got that role, her mom was really, really excited. So I think by the 3rd or the 4th season, Carl came out as gay. The woman that played his wife, at that time, HIV was running rampant. Okay. I eat people. Again, don't come in my chat with fucking bullshit. I don't play that bullshit. You got an issue with Bambi, take it to Bambi's panel, not mine. You see shit like that in here, please get rid of them. You don't come in my chat disrespecting the guests in my chat or the people on my panel. Okay. Sorry. So he came out gay, and the lady that played his wife refused to have him touch or kiss her. And that's why during the last couple of seasons or the last season, you would never see her and him together. So that had came out way back when. So let's just go on. So I have the other story that I want to talk to you about. Jared, oh my God, this is so disgusting. So we keep talking about people with mental health issues. Okay. We keep talking about people with mental health issues. This man right here, Jared Ravaza, whatever you want to call him. Okay. He goes into a movie theater and he stabs 4 people between the ages of 9 and 17. You know, the age range was 9 through 17. After he does that, he goes to a McDonald's. He urinates outside the McDonald's, started screaming at the guy in the window, stabbed him in the forearm, then goes in the restaurant and stabbed another female worker. But before he did all of this, he attacked his father. So that's why he wasn't living at his father's house. And the father is a psychologist. He said his son had a mental break. So his son was living in another home, and he had this older gentleman staying there. His name was Bruce Feldman. He and Bruce got into an argument in Connecticut, and they found Bruce's body. So now, this is before he did all of this at the movie theater, and now he's being investigated for that murder as well. His father said he had a psychotic break. I'm sorry. You knew your son needed help. Good morning, Mally. You know your son needed help. Good morning, Julie. I'm sorry I didn't see you. You and April, good morning. You knew your son needed help. He never tried to get him in a facility. Now, he did all of this and he's driving his black Porsche. The description fit. He said that he used to be a model. Don't know where he's modeling at, but he was he had what was he on TikTok? He had over 200,000 followers on TikTok. And then supposedly, allegedly, they found Bruce's little dog in the house as well, deceased. He killed the dog too, allegedly. Now, the father is a psychologist, a well-known psychologist. He attacked his father. That's why he wasn't living in his father's home anymore. And the reason why they're looking at him for Bruce Feldman's death is because Bruce was staying at that home with him, and they found articles that belong to Jared in that home. Now, he is booked on, 2 counts of, 1 count of murder and malicious attacks with a weapon. Now, his father said when he attacked him, he was frothing at the mouth and he was saying all kind of nonsensical things. You knew your son needed help. He had all of these conspiracy theories. And he was charged with assault on his father. But it says it was assault on a household member. It was assault on his father. So, oh, no, it wasn't TikTok. It was Instagram. So now you just go into a movie theater without paying and you just start stabbing random people. Then you go to McDonald's, you pee in the drive-thru, get into an argument with somebody at the window, telling them to check your bag. When the guy started opening up stuff, he reached through the window and stabbed him with a kitchen knife. Hi, dirty bitch. Good morning. So again, people like this, your father is a psychologist. He knew your ass should have been locked up. But he's driving around in his black Porsche, and he was caught on all kinds of surveillance cameras. He's crazy. Crazy. So he has, what was it? Intent to murder, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, and now they're investigating him for the murder of Bruce Feldman. So let's hope they keep him behind bars. By the way, Jared is 26 years old. He's from Chilmark, Massachusetts, and that's right around Martha's Vineyard. So he did have a court appearance, and that's one case that I am keeping an eye on. He does not deserve to be out of prison. He needs to stay where he's at. Let's see. Let's get his crazy looking ass down. Let's see. I'm trying to go through these because I don't want to run into Maria and Ann's time, and I'm checking the time. Pam says, that's like a man by me. His son was not well mentally. He went on vacation and left the son with access to guns. The son ended up having oh my goodness. Did anybody get hurt? Did a cop or anybody get hurt? Dirty bitch, I'm hoping and praying that. Good morning, my Boston beauty. KK. Oh my God. Oh, sweetie. I didn't know that. That's rare. That's rare. I'm telling you, when my migraines were so bad, they did EKGs. They were doing, because I was scared, especially after what happened to my really good friend. And that's the one that flew in from when she was coming from the island. She came into Houston after we had Harvey. So she came in to check on me. And I'm like, you're here checking on me when I should have been flying there to check on you. She said, but her daughter told me, she goes, we have this, Miss Heidi. But when I got the call from her daughter, I was just like, I'm like, oh my God. She lost her son that April. Prince died the 19th. Her son was killed the 21st. They were shooting into the wrong car. He was on his way back to his mom's house. He was just there for a visit from New York at a light, and they shot up the wrong car. I have almost 4 hours. Oh, it's 10 o'clock my time. Damn it. That's right. I'm so sorry. It's 10 o'clock my time. Oh, I told you my eyes. Thank you, dirty bitch. My eyes. I've been up working since 1:45. Sarah Boone trial. You know what? I heard about that one, and I can't remember. I definitely need to look into that so I can get more information on that. She went to make her confirmation with her church group, and she was complaining about a bad headache. They had to take a nap, and she never woke up. Oh my God. See, and I'm telling you, so when I have migraines like that, and that's when they told me I had the cluster ones, it made me so, thank you, dirty bitch. Girl, I saw 10 o'clock and it didn't click. That's my time when I looked, because I looked to see who was going live. Oh my God. Julie, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Jim Cramer's work on migraines is legendary. I've heard about him too. So I was really, really scared because they were crippling. I mean, it was so bad. I couldn't lift my head off the pillow. I would be nauseated. It was really, really bad. So that's when they did all the testings and stuff. And I have they were called cluster something headaches, but now they're cluster migraines, and they can last anywhere from a day to 7 days. It depends on how severe they are. So when I get those and I get the nauseated feeling, and with mine, I get a little, and I have positional vertigo. So that's when I feel that it's coming on. I can actually feel it. Yep, they are. And I get really the day I was live, thank you, Julie. I was live one day and Tina saw the look that came over my face. It scared her because she goes, "Are you okay?" They hit me like, and it's blinding. And then all of a sudden, everything, and I get them really bad. They're in my neck and in my shoulders. Oh, KK, sweetie, I saw your beautiful pictures on IG. You are a beautiful woman. Thank you so much. I know it's not good. And I used to get them just when the seasons was changing. And lately, well, I didn't have them the first year I was here. The last 2 years, yeah, I've been getting them every time the season changes again. See, I had one like that. Well, it was really bad. I had one that lasted like a week or so, and I couldn't even go into the office. So I was trying to work from home, and just the glare from the computer screen, just trying to sit up. And I was like, that's it. I can't do this. Oh, Julie, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. See, now, about right before I moved here, they were talking about Botox and all this other shit. And you know me, I'm crazy. And I'm thinking about, they were like, no. I said, no, I don't want no needles. Unless I need to have a needle, I'm not taking a needle. So, but they did get, and they do get better. But and when they were found, I was actually driving one day, and like everything all of a sudden got really blurry. It was like things went black and then everything focused in the thing. And it was like, I got so scared, I pulled on side the road. And that's when the positional vertigo, that's when I was diagnosed with that. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was happening really, really often. So as long as I keep my head straight and I focus on what's in front of me and I don't try to move my head, I'm good. I'm good. Cooch, I want to know if you're going to be covering, you know what, live, I want to know if you're going to be covering soon, because I really, really want to see that. Oh, so then we have, I want to go to Glendale, Arizona. There's so much stuff going on in the news. There is so much stuff going on in the news. It's like, where to go? What stories are they going to find interesting? So I want to talk about this Glendale, Arizona case where the 15-year-old or 14-year-old shot his dad. So undoubtedly the father had disappeared for a couple of days, but the daughter was there visiting. So the dad must live with his dad, because the grandfather was in the home. The dad disappeared for a couple of days. He came home. Now, the daughter was visiting from Las Vegas, so she must live with her mother in Las Vegas. I don't know if the son was visiting or the son stays there, because what the grandfather said is that they were both known to carry weapons. Oh, I was talking about the B, but okay. So, the grandfather said they were both known to carry weapons. So the father came home, got into an argument with the 11-year-old daughter. The son comes, I guess he says he's protecting his little sister because the dad had threw an iPad or something against the wall. But the daughter at that time was in the room with the door closed. So the brother came in and pew-pewed the dad, which is no longer with us. And I'm going to let you see this. But the whole thing is, we don't know if the dad is normally doing behaviors like that. But the neighbors are saying they're quiet. Of course, they're always the quiet family. They keep to themselves and all this other stuff. Nobody heard a gunshot. Okay. Okay, so no one heard a gunshot, but we don't know the dynamics in that home. So the young lady was visiting from Vegas. We don't know if the father was abusive, if he had disappeared for 2 days, if he was doing drugs, whatever it was. But whatever it was, it led the son to K, his father. So let's hold on. Hold on.
Across the state.
Let me stop this. Arizona's got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, let's go. Let's listen. Oh, I thought I hit play. Sorry. Now, does he looks like he does drugs? That looks like a picture from, like a mugshot. He's got abrasions here around the nose. It could be from sunglasses. Does he look like he has an abuse problem with alcohol or drugs or something? Because that picture really bothers me. Look at the look in his eyes. Yes, Chad Daybell was found guilty. I told everybody the other day, I stopped watching after his daughter got up on the stand. I did. I stopped watching. I'm going to watch the death penalty. Well, I'm going to listen. If she didn't get the death penalty, I don't know if he will. But then again, they might give it to him. You can't. Oh, I thought I was sharing. Hold on. I think I clicked off. I haven't been playing anything. I was just talking. Let me get it. I thought I was looking. I thought it was on the screen. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. We see nothing. Do you guys see it now? Because it's showing me it's on the screen. Shelby. It's showing me it's on the screen. Do you see it? Maybe there's a delay. Hi, Shelby. Okay, so look. Chad Daybell. His daughter. I get it. It's her father. Your mother's body was exhumed and it was changed to homicide. Homicide. Do you not get this man was in cohorts with this crazy ass woman that K'd her son and her daughter? Well, the brother K'd her son. We don't know who did Kaylee in. Could have been him, could have been her brother, could have been her. But we know when that little boy left that home that night, the people that were there visiting said that he was holding him like he was sleeping. No, he wasn't sleeping. He K'd that young child. Hi. Oh, Shelby, nice to see you. She didn't get it because the prosecution screwed up. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna have to watch the I'm gonna have to watch like snaps of the testimony, because when I was listening to her, I said, I can't do this with her. So here we go.
And police say his 14-year-old son pulled the trigger.
Hard to imagine a teenager killing his father.
14-year-old, yeah.
It's not hard to imagine. That is not hard to imagine in this day and age. Not hard to imagine at all. So let's stop saying that, okay?
They're emotional, so it could happen.
Authorities have identified the victim as 39-year-old Joshua Goldman. According to these court records, Goldman had disappeared for a couple days, and when he returned home off 67th Avenue in Olive Tuesday, he got into a heated argument with his 11-year-old daughter over her cell phone, and at one point reportedly threw an iPad or tablet against the wall. Moments later, the 14-year-old suspect reportedly walked over and shot his dad.
The suspect in this case, the 14-year-old, was overhearing this argument, stepped in to defend his sister, and at one point fired multiple rounds at his father, fatally injuring his father.
We're told the teenager, whose name has not been released, then ran out of the house with a friend and drove.
He ran out of the house with a friend, and they were on their way to Las Vegas. They actually, it was a high speed. Let's not downplay this. It was a high speed chase. They were on their way to Las Vegas. They had to use what you call it, the sticks, a grappler device, whatever it was, to stop the vehicle. He jumped in his father's Camry with his friend and was taken off. High pursuit. They got up to 130 miles an hour. Think about these people that are on the freeway that they could have caved.
Drove off in his father's car. The teen was later arrested in Kingman following a high-speed pursuit.
I didn't hear any gunshots or anything.
Doug Medina is one of several neighbors who never imagined something like this could happen.
It's been pretty peaceful. They keep to themselves. I never really see them out there. Or they don't speak to anyone. Nothing. They're a pretty quiet family.
So this came as a shock?
Yes, big shock.
Court records indicate that the victim and his teenage son would both carry guns with them on a regular basis, and the victim did have a gun on him in a holster at the time he was shot. But Glendale police say there is no indication that Dad threatened any family members to the point deadly force was necessary.
As of right now, we have no evidence proving that the victim in all this went for his gun, pulled his gun out, anything of that nature. I think that this is just a sad situation all the way.
See, we all said, I think, we don't know what the dynamics were in the house. Father and son are carrying guns on their person in the home. Now, he's being charged with second-degree murder. He's still there as a juvenile. Don't know if they're going to up that to an adult. I didn't get a chance to look at what constitute an adult in Arizona. But when he was stopped and arrested, he was also in possession of a firearm with rounds in the car. So he had taken extra ammunition with them.
Around.
It is still unclear whether or not that 14-year-old will be charged as a juvenile or an adult. That decision will be made by the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. In Glendale, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.
Now, do we think he needs to be charged as an adult? Should he be charged as an adult? That is my question. Should he be charged as an adult? I think so. First of all, why is a 14-year-old carrying a handgun? Why does a 14-year-old have a gun on his person at all times? We don't know what was going on in that home. We don't know. The mother lives in Las Vegas. The daughter is there visiting. Now, don't know if the son lived there or not, or if he was there visiting, but I think the son probably lived there. Maybe he was trying to protect his sister because his father had a bad temper. We saw that picture. We don't know, but you're 14 years old. Why is your grandfather who lives in that home allowing you to have a weapon, a 9mm at that? No, charge his ass an adult. You did the crime, and be like Beretta. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. Then we have, I want to go to this teacher in Houston. And then we're going to get to Polk County. And the makeup artist too. I want to get to this teacher in Houston. And this disgusted me. While I understand, and I want you guys to listen to what's going on. Her boyfriend put out revenge porn because she no longer wanted to be with him and she no longer wanted to support him. When you hear what she did, maybe you guys already know what she did. Good morning, Maria. But this is truly disgusting. Okay, it shows me that you guys see it. So let's go.
Many people are talking about the former Lamar CISD teacher who had her explicit video leaked, and she's speaking out.
Yeah, this story is really unbelievable. She is admitting to recording the video, but said she is being targeted by an angry ex. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live in Roseburg with what that woman is saying tonight. Jonathan.
You see the wind and how bad the wind is blowing in Houston?
She tells me she regrets taking that video for her ex-boyfriend's pleasure and is now claiming to be a victim.
No, she didn't do Lorena Bobbitt.
I made some poor decisions throughout my relationship, and it's now come back and haunting me.
A former elementary music teacher at Lamar CISD is speaking out in hopes of clearing her name. She did admit to taking the sexually explicit video while at school to...
She took a sexually explicit video while she was at school. She stripped down naked, was pleasuring herself because her boyfriend asked her to, and she did this at an elementary school. Now, what if a kid would have walked in? Who knows? But you did this at a school. So now she's calling it revenge porn.
Sent to her boyfriend at the time, but says he exposed her because she no longer wants to stay in the relationship and financially support him.
I'm sorry, that was my dryer.
Okay, you want to go down this route? I will send you out any pictures or videos that you had sent to me to the school.
The woman alleges she was one of many girlfriends the man had, and all fell victim to his lies. She claimed her ex-boyfriend lost a job and was living at a...
But none of them took sexually explicit videos of themselves stripped down and pleasuring yourself while you're in a school building with underage children, elementary at that.
The car that they bought together.
That was the relationship that me and him had, and he was like, you know, it would be hot is if you did this. It was all like,
she's a music teacher,
and I loved him. I would do anything.
Her boyfriend
the reports of her
sent the video to everybody at the school.
Two community activists held a press conference demanding the school district to do
I
more.
cannot stand Cornell.
Butt naked, bending over and showing everything.
And
God, he done got fat.
Both Cornell X and Dr. Candace Matthews.
I'm disappointed that...
Did you see Candace laughing? I'm sorry. Cornell said she was butt naked, bent over. Candace was laughing.
With one story, you decided that you wanted to...
Candace was
let
laughing.
a man ruin my life. You don't know me. You don't know my story. And I'm really disappointed.
It doesn't matter about your story. First of all, if he asked you to do it, you're in a school building. My answer would have been no. I don't care how much you're trying to please this piece of shit. Have more dignity about yourself, because undoubtedly you have none and low self-esteem. And my understanding is you're not the only woman he was seeing.
The visuals that have come after me now.
The former teacher says love blinded her, and while she knows
love blinded her, guys,
actions, she says she shouldn't be judged for her mistake.
No one should ever judge a person based off of a mistake.
A mistake? A mistake. With all these teachers arguing and making advances towards students, you did this when there was just another teacher just arrested in Houston, and Katie, for doing lewd shit in a classroom. I get it. It could have been before then, but he's putting all your shit out there on Front Street, girl.
No one should ever assume that because I did this, because it was meant for one person, that defies the person that I am.
Oh, it told me a lot about you.
She's speaking out so young girls and women learn from her situation.
Let's
and not
see, can
lose
you get another
everything
job
for
as a
man.
teacher?
Don't send them anything. Do not expose yourself. Do not do anything in public or at work. It's definitely something that I'll never do again.
Don't do it at all.
The woman has filed a police report and is looking to press charges against her ex-boyfriend. And she tells me she is currently suspended from her jobs until her name is clear of any wrongdoing.
Her name is not going to be cleared of any wrongdoing. First of all, she spread eagle, bent over, as Quanell said, and doing all of that butt naked, all that other shit. You can't clear that up. It's on video. Now she needs to take that matter with the revenge porn. Yeah, press charges against him, but honey, you're not getting no job. You did this inside of a classroom on school property, state property.
I'm live in Rosenberg. Jonathan Mejia, Fox 26 News.
Okay. I tell you, she gonna clear her name, guys. While I may have done it, look, what had happened was he called me and said, hey, can you strip down naked, bend over backwards and pleasure yourself and send me the video? What had happened? And now she don't want to be with him anymore, but he's living in the car that they purchased together. Her ass is going to be fired. HISD, Lamar SD, they're all under fire with all these teachers. The Katie teacher that was said to be sexting and making explicit advances to his, and this was high school student, ninth grade, and then come to find out that he had been doing this for years. Girl, get out of here. Hell no. Hell no. Now, do I take pictures of other of the person that I'm with? Mm-hmm. And I always say, you fuck up, I'm gonna send this around to everybody. Joe, did you have your knee surgery? I'm just like, this shit is crazy. I just saw that. I was like, you want to clear your name? Girl, you have soiled your name. Let's see if you get another job. Although you could, because the only thing they can tell them is that you're not eligible for rehire. They can't tell them why if you're fired, but right now you're suspended. We already know you're not going back there because every teacher has seen it. He probably sent it to the school board. He probably sent it to some of your students' parents because he had access to your students' parents' names. So, girl, they're not bringing you back. What? Who's going to be in Vegas Saturday night? Honey, you can just call me later on. Okay, don't put that. Anyway. I'm just like, what is she talking about? Okay, so let's see. He never should have revenged Pete, but he shouldn't have taken it to the Okay, that is true. That is true. I agree with that dirty bitch. But on the other hand, she should have never did that in the school. Ever did that in that school building. If she would have did it in her home, that's totally different. She wouldn't be on suspension. She's not suspended because the video itself. She's suspended because of where she filmed the video. Inside a classroom on school property that is owned by the state. That's why she's suspended. And that's probably why she's going to lose her job. As you see, if it would have been at her home. Now, if a man asks you to do that and you at work, you got to ask yourself something. Why couldn't I just do it when I'm home? Why do you want me to do this now? My answer will be hell no, because anything goes wrong and he has access. You guys were living together. He knows these people. That's blackmail. And that's the charge right there. It's revenge porn. You don't want to be with him. So now he's putting shit out. He said, you don't want to be with me. Watch and see what I do. The school could be sued. She's a liability. Oh my God, there's a lot of She's a liability. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm punch drunk. I'm sorry. She's a liability. Okay, so okay, now okay, all right, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Woo, woosa, woosa. I'm punch drunk. I'm trying to drink coffee. My eyes are watering. Whoo. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let me check this. Wait a minute. What? What? Oh, I need to watch that. So again, we're taking stuff from our community over to other communities. Okay. All right. Let's oh, in case y'all didn't know, Eric Trump went on a rant yesterday, and this man says that they're going to win the election because they're white. Now, I saved that video. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me let you listen.
What? What?
They're white. They're going to win the election. They're white. They're going to win the election. Well, thank you for letting us know that you're white. I'm serious. I am finding I am having a hard time with this one. I listened to MRE a little bit this morning, and then he was talking about, now I watch people outside Trump Towers. This one man told this reporter and this jurist, your kids are dead. I was like, wait a minute. Cops are standing there not saying anything. Good morning, mothership. They're doing a threat right on camera, telling these people your kids are dead. You're dead. And then I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. You can't vote if you're a convicted felon, but you can run for president if you are a convicted felon. Make that make sense. Tell me how the fuck does that make sense? Good morning. Good morning. I'm just trying to figure out how in the fuck does that make sense? I'm just trying to understand. But with the way these people have been behaving, and if you guys haven't watched the news with the shit that's being said when they're out there at these rallies, they're threatening the jurors. Now they're saying that it was a rigged. I said, okay, the election was rigged. Now this is rigged. Everything is rigged. Nobody has faith. I've never said when Donald Trump was in office, he wasn't my president, because he was the president. You hear people going, oh, he's not my president. Oh, that's not my president. No, whether you elected him or not, whether you voted or not, the people spoke and they put him in office. So he is your president. He represents the United States, no matter who he is. Good morning, Twisty Poo. Good morning. I hate to hear that shit. I've never once said, oh, when Bush was in office, Oh, that's not my president. That's not my president. Never said that shit. You respect the office. If you don't respect the man that's in it, that's fine, but you respect the office. I'm just like, what the fuck are we thinking about here? We need to show, oh my God. I need to show y'all my, oh, do I want to do this? Yeah, let me show you my stepdaughter. And when I tell you that she and my sons look just alike, no, I'm not going to show you. She has green eyes, just like my oldest son. Her hair is gorgeous. Her eyes are gorgeous. Oh my God, she looks beautiful. She just sent me another picture. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. Anyway, you respect the office, even if you don't respect the person that's holding the office. But to get out there and threaten people and tell them that you're, your mama's dead, this one's dead. What is wrong with you people? Now they're talking about we need to go to war. We need to have a civil war. I'm like, wait a minute, what? What is wrong with this shit is crazy. Anyway, let's get to this other they're upset. He was found guilty on 34 counts. But what was the charges and why isn't he not guilty? If it was Biden, which Hunter Biden, come on now. Hunter Biden is a piece of shit. Now, the daddy, first of all, your brother died, you married his wife. I never liked that shit to begin with. You're fucking around with young girls. You're doing cocaine. I'm like, okay. Tell me Trump wouldn't step in if his son-in-law or his son wasn't accused of doing a crime and step in to pardon them. Tell me he wouldn't do that. He pardoned the guy that was convicted in the killing for Black Lives Matter. And then he did a rally the other day saying it doesn't matter what color you are, but he made fun of somebody being dark-skinned. I'm just confused on where and what we're looking at. We shouldn't be concerned with if you're going to vote for somebody, you vote for them because of their record. Yes, he did. Yep, exactly. Exactly. He's disgusting. I wasn't even going to say that. But I've never, ever had any respect for that man. Now, do I think Biden should be in office? Hell no. I don't think Biden knows whether he's coming or going. He was senile when he was running. He was going downhill after he left office with Trump. These people were out there screaming, your family's dead. This one's dead. You're fucked up. I was like, wait a minute. Then he had an outburst in the courtroom. I just can't understand where we say that we want to stand as one, but then all of this other shit that goes on. You need to respect the office. And if you don't respect the man, just respect the office. Yes, we need another young person in office. We need another young person in office. But this has been, Chad Daybell's trial was overshadowed by this. His guilty verdict was overshadowed. by Donald Trump's guilty verdict. I think they came in around the same time. But he paid kids. He did bribery and falsifying records. And wait a minute, what? How do you say he's not guilty when they presented the evidence? I'm trying to understand. So anyway, let's move on from Donald Trump, because that shit just pissed me off with the things that they were saying to these jurors and the people that were out there and the news reporters. It's sad. Oh my. You know, right about now, somebody said that P. Diddy should run for office. P. Diddy should run for office. I said, this is definitely a joke. But so I am done with all of that. But I just had to say, but I watched that news. I was listening to all kinds of shit this morning. I was like, wait a minute. You're telling these people that your kids are dead? You're dead? RFK, Robert Kennedy Jr. No, we don't need another Kennedy in office. No, I think we've had enough with the Kennedys in office, because, you know, when they were in office, it was a whorehouse running through there. It was a whorehouse when Clinton was in there. So I'm just saying. Now, I like Daddy Bush. I remember when he died, and they had his thing on the train. Well, the train ran right by my building, and we were all outside when they were taking him to the university, going up to the University of Texas. We were all outside. So Clinton, you know, he just kill off people. Okay. You know, if you testify against his wife and everything else, all of a sudden you just wind up, you know, deceased. They all crooked. Yes, when Barbara passed, that was sad. That was really, really sad. But when he died, George Sr., we were all outside. I had now the son, the other son, but George Sr., yes. Love George Sr. So that's, you know, but anyway, so you had Jackie, you had Jackie having fun with Onassis. I keep trying to tell you, I think Onassis and Hoover were on that grassy knoll. Hoover was on that grassy knoll. Hoover had a file on everybody. Y'all go check out Hoover's files. Go check. He had a file on everybody. Martin Luther King, all of them. Hoover had a file. Hoover wasn't playing. He ain't give a shit. He gonna blackmail your ass into submission. He ain't care. All right, let's get into the makeup artist. I'm sorry. Y'all got me laughing. Let's get into the makeup artist. Now, this is sad. This is sad. Hold on. Let me get to the makeup artist. I don't know if you guys heard about the story or not, about Pasquale stabbing his ex-girlfriend. Hold on. Let's get this big. And then we're going to go to Polk County Sheriff. Okay. Can you guys see it before I start? Let's see. Oh, I'm going to tell you, I didn't know who Obama was until my son started, when he donated money to the campaign. I'm like, what? That is the only election I can actually say that I stayed up and watched the electoral votes coming in. I watched. I was like, oh my God, I watched that shit. I said, he wasn't bad on the eyes either, but now Obama looks old. He looks old. I'm sorry. He looks old. Let's go.
The young woman is fighting for her life tonight in the intensive care unit after surviving a horrific attack. The 35-year-old special effects artist nearly died from her wounds.
She was rescued by a friend who found her battered and bloody just in time. Rachel Medetov live with her story of bravery, recovery, and hope tonight. Rachel.
Micah shared the victim, Ali Shehorn, was stabbed between 20 and 30 times and has had 3 surgeries in the last 3 days. Her friends say she's in good spirits, though, and is pushing through despite this incredibly harrowing experience. Ali Shehorn, a Hollywood makeup artist and special effects producer, is known for her work on features like Rebel Moon, Mean Girls, and Babylon. But shooting of her latest feature film is on pause after she sustained a vicious attack.
This is not the kind of thing that should happen to anybody. You don't think this is ever going to happen to you?
Her surrogate
Christine
mother.
White is Ali's surrogate mother and was staying with her the night her ex-boyfriend allegedly broke into her Shadow Hills home, stabbed her repeatedly, and fled the area. Ali filed a restraining order against him days before the May 23rd assault.
I found her, and I had to go into the bedroom where it happened and see where it happened. God. And that wasn't a pretty sight.
The 35-year-old sustained slashes to her neck, up and down her arms and across her abdomen. Her close circle of friends is by her side in the ICU, where she's undergoing surgeries to stop the bleeding and repair the tendons in her hands. As of today, she's made progress, now able to talk, eat, and even crack jokes.
The fact that she was able to get through what she did that night, you know, and how fast she's recovering and how strong she is really amazing.
Always forward, always forward, always forward. Okay, good. Emily McDonald and Ali originally bonded over their mutual love of horses. She says that while her friend will likely require a months-long hospital stay and a lot of post-op physical therapy, her resilience, humor, and strength of character are carrying her
She's
through.
a damn good makeup artist.
Really good spirits. I feel like she's been comforting all of us, which is kind of.
Can you imagine if her surrogate mother wasn't there? She would have bled out. This woman would have died. Now he was trying to cross the he was trying to cross the border, and his ass got caught.
You know, even when she's
an
at
actor.
rock bottom, she's still looking how she can lift other people up.
LAPD confirms Ali's alleged attacker fled the state. According to friends, he was ultimately arrested in Texas, and many within the entertainment world have been sharing a GoFundMe page to help with Ali's mounting medical bills. It's already raised more than $70,000 in a matter of days. We will post a link to it on our website as well. Share, Micah. Back to
And
you
you know what I like about this?
Rachel, thank you.
They didn't show his picture. So let me show you his picture. Hold on a second. Let me show you his picture. I just realized he wasn't in that picture. They didn't. His name is Nick Pasquale. Let me show you this piece of shit. Hold on. Let me stop this commercial real quick. Let me show you this actor. And he was held at the Mexico, at the border is where he was held at. So he was at the Texas and Mexico border. This is Nick Pasquale. Oh, I got to take that down. There he is right there. That's who stabbed her. That's who did that to that woman. That's him. That's who did that. All because she no longer wanted to be with him. She didn't want to be with him. Who knows? He could have been abusive to her and she just had enough. But that's what he did to her. So, I ran through all the stories that I want to discuss. Now we're going to go to Polk County Sheriff. Polk County, let me show you. He's played in, hold on a second, all these like B-rated films. Hold on, let me give you some of the films he's played in. Nick Pasquale. And I'm going to be talking about Nick Ricchetti too, and his wife and his girlfriend. I need to get that together. So he's played in National Day Riff, A Demon's Destiny, and LARPers. Those were the TV shows. He's had parts in, I think he had a part in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. He was an extra. So he's not a really good actor. Anyway, he's not important. Look, he's not really important, okay? He's not important at all. We just know now his ass going to jail, okay? We know he's going to jail. He's 34 years old. He's been charged with first degree attempted murder, she wrote. He broke into her home and stabbed her. I think he stabbed her over, was it 20 or 40 times? And he also had a role in How I Met Your Mother. Now, I remember that show, but I don't remember him. And she had filed a restraining order against him. She filed a restraining order against him. So he broke into her home. First degree residential burglary, injuring a spouse, cohabitant, fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. They're charging him with all kind of stuff. But he stabbed this woman, broke into her home. He stalked her. That's why she filed that restraining order. He was stalking her. Yes. So I'm telling you, I was like, wait a minute, I think I've seen him because somebody put his name in the channel. Then I remembered. I said, I watched him a couple of times. So I started looking at the articles and stuff, and I started watching a few videos that a couple of his friends did on him, and I was like, oh my God, that is him. So, but the wife and the girlfriend were living in the home. Someone went into the police station and reported child abuse. I'm like, oh my God. Hi, Chantel. So let's go with let's get into Sheriff Grady. I need to get into my boy. Hold on. Got to get into Sheriff Grady. Now, I had it programmed where I wanted to start at. Hold on. Let me stop it there. Let me get Sheriff Grady. I love Sheriff Grady. I'm telling y'all, don't commit no crimes in Pinellas County. Don't do it. It's like going to Colorado and committing a crime where Lieutenant Kinder is. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because Lieutenant Kinder, I don't care how old he is, he's going to come
today
get you.
is acting Chief Walker from the Bartow Police Department. Their agency received information from men and women of the police department of inappropriate conduct by a police officer. I can tell you acting Chief Walker is a professional in every sense of the word. And so were the people that came to him and his supervisors saying, hey, this just doesn't look right. They began looking into the event, and it appeared to them that this event happened outside the city of Bartow, so they did not have investigative jurisdiction. So they notified the sheriff's office. We work with the Bartow Police Department every day, and we're willing to work with them.
I like to look at
what we determined is a Bartow police officer had created a relationship with 4 teenagers.
4.
They were white females. 2 of them were 18. 1 of them was 17. And 1 of them was 16.
This is a police officer. You know, those guys that protect and serve, you know, those people that protect protect and serve, lock themselves in the back of their car as they're accepting a proposition from a prostitute on the street. Those people, yeah, protect and serve. Yeah, those.
And during this relationship,
thank you, piece of struggle.
We found out that 3 of our victims went to Kathleen High School, 1 went to Auburndale High School. And he took them to his house in Lake Wells. And here's the police officer, Mark Anthony Fernandez. He's 24 years of age.
24.
He started his career at the Bartow Police Department, came to the sheriff's office for a short period of time, returned to the Bartow Police Department. And this investigation unfolded. Our detectives learned that he had a video clip that he was sharing, Snapchat video, with people at the police department, and they looked at it and say, hey, these girls look underage. Hey, one of these girls that was 18 was wearing a Bartow police jacket. Well, he was not only videoing these girls in different stages of undress,
Okay, hold on, I'm connecting. Let me get my network. Turn on. Turn 5. There we go. Okay, my internet is back. So hold on. Let me go back into my studio. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get back into my studio. Hi, Glam with Kimberly. I'm going back in my studio. I'm going in right now. Hold on. I don't want to end. I need to get out of here. So hold on a second. Let me kick myself. All right, I'm here. All right, I have to kick myself. Okay, you hear me now? Everybody hear me? Okay, let me go back here and grab it. Oh my God, that was crazy. Okay. All right, here we go.
Was recorded, and he shared it with police officers in Bartow. Then, as other videos came to light during our investigations, we had to find out who all the ladies were. We found that there was other incriminating evidence. He was providing them at this party he had at his house, and he picked them up and took them there. Marijuana gummies. That's right. Yep. Oh, you remember those marijuana gummies that are only supposed to be for medicinal purposes?
Yes.
For people that are very sick?
Yes.
This police officer was providing them to a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, and 2 18-year-olds. Oh, did I tell you he was providing alcohol to them? They were partying down, taking videos of them vaping cannabis, eating THC gummies, and drinking alcohol. All of which is under is illegal under the age of 21.
Damn.
In addition to that, he told one of the 18-year-olds and the 17-year-olds that he gets excited sexually from choking people.
24 years old.
So he choked the 18-year-old unconscious. Did you hear what I said?
Did you hear what he said? He choked the 18-year-old until she was unconscious. Did you hear that? Okay, I guess we did. Let's go. Thank you, Grady.
He choked the 18-year-old unconscious. She said that she allowed him to choke her. But he also choked the 17-year-old, and she said, I did not allow him to choke me, and he choked me so much that it scared me.
Protect and serve. We're there to protect and serve. Yep.
So now we've got him having illicit sexual conduct with 2 children for his personal sexual gratification.
Christy Pooh, I'm so happy.
He does that after he provides them THC gummies, alcohol, and then he has this recorded on his device and he's sharing it. So he's got a litany of criminal charges coming his way. And then, of course, there's child-related victim crimes. So you can see
contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Let's think of all these other charges. Chad Daybell sentencing. Wait a minute. Guys, let's go to, wait a minute. Is it on? Hold on. Let's see. No, they're not in court yet. It started 30 seconds ago. Do you guys want to watch the sentencing of Chad Daybell? Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to let Grady play.
The long list of criminal charges. He's currently in the county jail. He's refused to resign.
I haven't started yet, and I need to go.
I will let Acting Chief Walker talk to you about what they are doing and their piece of this. But I compliment the chief and his staff for doing the right thing. They immediately began an investigation when they heard of it, and they ultimately
I need to get my
turned it over to us when their investigation showed that it occurred outside the city limits of Bartow.
So 7:30 my time.
Thank you.
Yeah, he refused.
Officer Fernandez was hired by the Bartow Police Department on 12/16 of 22 for the second time. As the sheriff said, we received information from one of our civilian employees that she had received a video. She had the ability to record the video from Snapchat and provide it to us.
Snapchat.
We had concerns about the content of the video. We attempted to identify the people in the video unsuccessfully. And that's when we got more information, heard that one of them might be as young as 15. Might have gone to school in the Bartow area, so we tried to follow up on that unsuccessfully. Nobody could identify her. On an unrelated trip to Officer Fernandez's house, we recognized the background as the background in the video.
I was sitting at my bar stool.
Because it was in Lake Wales, we reached out to the Sheriff's Office for assistance, and then their investigation has found what it has found. He is on payment.
So hold on a second. Did he say he refused to resign? What the hell?
Administrative leave right now,
Let me-
pending a pre-disciplinary hearing that's scheduled for Monday.
You said he was hired again in December 2020?
Yeah, he worked for us prior. He worked for Bartow from September 21st, 2020 till October 22 of 21, and then went to the sheriff's office. He worked for the sheriff's office from October 25 of 21 to December of 22, and then came back to work for us.
So are we thinking there are more victims? Glam with Kimberly. Girl, I love that avatar. I'm so close to my screen to look at your avatar. Oh my goodness. I think there's more victims myself.
I don't know if both of you want to speak or one would rather. Just knowing that you entrust your officers, deputies to protect the community, especially children or,
Where's my work phone? I need to get the code.
How does it feel to log in? Respond to a situation like this with one of your own?
It's very disappointing. We do very in-depth background checks. They go through psychological
I don't know
screening.
how happy I'm going to be.
Just to try to make sure we're picking the right candidates. But obviously, nothing's perfect and people change. And it's very disappointing to see this happen. We all wear this patch and this badge as, it's a sign of public trust. And it's unfortunate when somebody violates that and puts that into question for the community. We really don't want that. And that's why we do a good job of policing our own. We try to hold them very accountable.
What was happening on Monday? I'm sorry, Chief. You said Monday there's a hearing.
A pre-disciplinary hearing, yes, sir.
Hold on, I'm trying to log in.
It's a right for him to be heard, due process.
He don't need to be heard.
Just being rendered under Florida State Statute 112, the Police Officer Bill of Rights. He has some rights to that, and so we have to follow through with that.
Will it at that point be determined whether he'll remain on leave or be terminated?
Correct.
If the option is if the decision.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm logging in.
I'm sorry.
Log me out. I've been gone for a while.
February.
Oh.
The decision is made to terminate him because he owes that back or is that coming in?
No.
All right. There we go.
Sheriff, how did he meet these girls?
He met them online.
All right. I'm here.
Through social media.
Wait a minute. He met them online through social media. 16, 2 17-year-olds and an 18-year-old. Jesus Christ. He's a predator.
He created a relationship with one of them, and they introduced another, and then they introduced another. They were all friends. And there was another event where they apparently went to a party in Frostproof. So we know of 2 events. We are still investigating the Frostproof party. But we know that he brought them specifically to his house in Lake Wells to give them mind-altering drugs.
Has messages coming to me.
And then to engage them in different sexual behavior. And in addition to that, they were in some state of undress, some totally, some partially, as it's described to me. But quite frankly, you ask, how does it make us feel? It makes me elated to arrest him and put him in jail. This guy is a bad guy. He fooled his way into the system, and then he acted like a fool, and he got arrested. And I'm happy about that. And he was stupid enough to do it. Then he was really stupid to video it. Then he was really stupid to show it to his colleagues at work who said, time out.
Wait a minute.
They're professionals. So you play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. Okay. And right now he's locked up in the county jail. So his pre-dis can be why he's in jail. That is a protocol that the police department's required to go through that's provided. That's why he's not terminated today. But you can rest assured that the Bartow Police Department, once they complete their due process, and if their due process shows what our criminal investigation showed, that if he doesn't resign, he will be terminated. And in any event, all of this is going to be reported to the FDLE system that's in place to oversee all law enforcement officers in the state of Florida. This is a bad guy. He's a deviant. And he's there with children.
Really, he's a deviant.
I mean, did you hear what I said? A 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, two 18-year-olds, and he's being stupid and crazy.
I was right. Two 17-year-olds. No, was it two 18? Shit. Two 17-year-olds, an 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old. He's a sexual deviant.
And out of control? Well, right now we have him in control in the jail.
Have you spoken to the girls' parents? If so, what are their reactions?
The investigation's underway, and those kind of conversations we don't share publicly.
Do you think there could be more young women or teens that potentially had some sort of interaction with him?
We have no investigative information at this time, but if there are other young ladies, teenagers,
I think there are others,
may have had an inappropriate interaction with him, we absolutely, totally want to know about it, because there is nothing warm my heart more than to add more criminal charges
I
to
think
him.
there are more.
And they were all high school students, correct?
They either were attending high school or had attended high school. Some of them had dropped out.
Oh,
the three of them went to Kathleen High School. One of them attended Auburndale High School, but as I understand, some of them had dropped out, but that was their last school
Dropped
attendance.
out?
Do you know about how long?
Oh, you can be in my house.
No.
He's a
obviously
24-year-old predator.
That is part of the investigation, but it started out with him chatting with one online. I think Snapchat's how they began.
Yeah, there's more.
It was, do you know, Chief, it actually started before we were into it.
I do not know the information on that.
No.
It was more.
You say that
Not the first time.
The first video discovered was sent on Snapchat to a civilian member of the department.
One of our crime scene techs, a female.
Did he say anything? Has he said anything at all?
He said he needed a lawyer. We agreed with him. He needs a real good one, because, you know, the lawyer can watch and wave goodbye as we load him up, send him to prison one day, because that's our goal if he's convicted.
Sheriff, you said you didn't think that they were necessarily different victims, but you did mention the second incident in Frostgrove. Do you believe that the same girls were there for that?
We know they supposedly went to a party in Frostproof, so we're seeking any information there, and we will certainly be willing to make the appropriate charges if we can develop the evidence from that party. So yes, we'd like to know about that as well.
Sheriff, one last, maybe you mentioned this, there's a line
All right.
released about him going into a bedroom at his residence where the 16-year-old
Oh, I ain't got time for that right now.
began to touch her and choke her.
Okay.
Yes, I mentioned that when he choked her, and
I don't
he
believe he
admitted that
choked
he got
her.
sexual gratification
Oh my God.
by choking people. He choked the 18-year-old unconscious, and he obtained sexual gratification from that. And he also choked the other child who is still a juvenile, under the age of 18. And yes, he inappropriately touched them. So
Were there any other disciplinary actions or anything that was out of the ordinary with him before this came up?
I can tell you he was involved in a officer-involved shooting that was totally legitimate. A man had robbed a place with a firearm in Highland City, and we were in pursuit of the guy when Bartow Police was called to assist us in that investigation, and they located him, and the guy pulled a gun on them, and he and his partner shot and ultimately killed the guy who had just committed the robbery with a firearm. But as far as disciplinary action,
multitask, guys.
I'm not sure of any disciplinary action at this time. But obviously, that will be part of the follow-up investigation, and y'all may find an interest in that to see if there has been other disciplinary action. But obviously, if there was disciplinary action
Throw away the damn
that had
keys.
anything to do with children, kids drinking,
Good morning,
we
Scotty.
would have that today.
Good morning.
But it's unbelievable. You give polygraphs, you give psychologicals, you do background investigations,
So
and
how do
still
you
every now and then someone slips through the system.
See, that's just it. So he he went from one sheriff's office to the other, then came back to them. How does he slip through the system? So undoubtedly, you guys are not checking his social medias and stuff like that. But this guy is a certified predator. He's a certified predator.
And what's important to point out, there's no other industry that gives polygraphs and psychological but law enforcement. So
That's
when
true.
you see that he got through the system, yeah, he did with this craziness that he did. But when you go to your doctor, to your dentist, put your kids in school, with other jobs of trust, your pharmacist, they don't stand up to psychologicals and polygraphs. So you just don't know what you don't know. But what we know about this guy, he's a bad guy. He's a sexual deviant. And he wanted to focus on young girls.
Yes, he did.
And we have locked him up in jail where he needs to be.
So, again, oh, I was about to say thank you, but I need to tell her thank you. Jesus Christ. I'm about to say thank you to you guys, but I meant to tell her thank you. Again, we have these people that are supposed to protect and to serve us, and they're preying on young kids. They're preying on young kids. Now, I just checked again. Now, the verdict, I know that Danny's going to talk about this too, but the TikToker that killed his wife and her friend, he was convicted of first-degree murder. I watched his testimony. He was an arrogant little prick. Amanda, okay, I sent you a message yesterday. Well, I left it in the chat. If you want to come up, Amanda, so you can tell me what weren't you happy about, I'm going to drop the link for you right now so you can come tell me. But I left, when I saw your message, I put in the chat, I put the link and I said, come backstage. But I just dropped the link for you so you can tell me what you weren't happy about. Because I did see it, but I had already hit in stream. So good morning, Leah Marie. Good morning. So Amanda, I just dropped the link for you. If you want to come up to tell me what weren't you happy about. So that way I have a clearer understanding. What aren't you happy about? Because I wasn't sure what you were speaking on. So if you can tell me, I would appreciate it. And I don't see where it's supposed to start at 10:30, which would be 7:30 my time. So what I can do is when it starts, I can come back. Thank you, Peace and Struggle. Amanda, are you still here? Because I really want to know exactly what you weren't happy about. And if I wish I would have saw it before I hit end stream. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. Yes, ma'am. There you go. Yes, ma'am.
I wasn't happy about the fact that Miranda keeps saying that I doxed her when I know I didn't. And I wasn't happy about the fact that she kept saying that I said I was going to dox her when I didn't say it.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute. Did I say anything? See, so I don't know who doxed who. And, I let everybody, say what they have to say. But then you have to go back and really. So I went back and listened, Amanda, and I wasn't sure what happened. So that's why. And I guess you were gone when I dropped the link. So you did not dox Pandaberry, correct?
No, it was. They said that I had doxed Mirandy.
Oh, Mirandy. Okay, yeah. You didn't dox Mirandy. I understand that Mirandy was really upset yesterday, and yeah. I got really busy because this is the end of the month for me, which I got most of my stuff done. So today I'm supposed to be off by 11, which I'm going to be off probably right around 9:30, 10 o'clock because I've been working since 1:45. But no, I didn't know that. I've been in your chat, and let me make this. You are the one that does the The diamond painting, right?
Yes.
Yes, I've been in your chat. I've never heard any kind of drama over there. I've been in your
Right.
chat. So I didn't know what was, and then I was getting you and Panda Berry confused, and they were like, no, they're two. I was like, oh my God. I said, these pandas. I said, I just,
yeah.
But
a lot of
okay.
people get me and Panda Berry mixed up.
Oh, I'm sorry. So just for the record, Amanda Panda, Crafting with Amanda, which is the same person, Amanda Panda and Crafting with Amanda, that's you, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. She did not dox Mirandy. Hi, Mimi. Welcome. Guys, make Mimi feel welcome. Well, I wish you would have came up. I wish I would have saw it earlier before I hit end stream, because I would have brought you up so you can say what you had to say. And I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
It's so sorry. But I'm like, what does she mean? So I'm reading it and I said, come backstage, because I hadn't left the studio yet. So I could have still spoken to you. But I waited for like 10 minutes and you never came backstage. So then I just hit in leave studio.
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. If you go, hold on. If you go back and look at the stream from yesterday to at the end, you'll see I say come backstage, and I dropped the link. And I dropped the link for you. So, okay. But anyway, I'm sorry that you're being. So why would she say that you dox her if you didn't?
Because of something I said to someone behind the scenes.
Okay, so she said that you, no, oh, that's right. She said that you doxed her and you told her that you apologize.
What I did was I apologized for calling her a liar. Because at the time, I had called her a liar back in February because of what she said on a live stream with someone else that I'm not going to mention.
Okay. Somebody's telling me the name is wrong on the screen. I don't know.
That's because I've never changed it.
Oh, okay. All right. So instead of being Amanda Panda, because that's what I know. No, I know you as Crafting with Amanda.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute, what? So I hate to hear that you were upset. Mirandy was upset yesterday. Panda Berry got a little, well, she was really upset yesterday. And Snake was upset. I don't know how all this misunderstanding started, but you did not dox her, but something you said behind the scenes led Miranda to believe that you doxed her, correct?
Right.
All this behind the scenes shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you been able to have a conversation with Miranda and let her know what happened?
No. I don't even have her number. I would rather not talk to her because I know that if I even try to explain my side of everything, she'll twist it around and spin another narrative.
See, that's what I'm saying. So something you said to someone behind the scenes got back to her. Is that correct? This shit is crazy. Everybody needs to see. It's like I call that telephone. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So something could be said one way, and by the time it gets back to the other person, it's completely twisted.
Right.
So, but she's under the impression that you doxed her. Maybe go in her chat and let her know I didn't dox you.
She's got me blocked.
Okay, do you have an email address for her? You can email her.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let her know. You know, there's telephone, tell a friend, tell it wrong. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's
because
why I wasn't really happy about what happened yesterday morning.
but why is she so the person that you so let me get this right. So someone you said something to went to her and told her that you doxed her, but you didn't dox her.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Well, what was really said was that apparently this masked angel woman.
I don't know who that is. Okay.
The masked angel and I were friends. We were
Okay.
co-hosts with each other, and I told the other person what I said, and that person told the masked angel, and she twisted it, saying that said that I was going to dox Miranda.
So it wasn't said on your channel. It was behind the scenes. Because she said, now if I'm not mistaken, I think she said she heard you or she got a screenshot and then you apologized to her.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah, it really needs to stop. All of this Amanda, crafting with Amanda. I like your diamond painting. I really, and that day I came in there, I was mesmerized. I've got I was sent some diamond painting stuff by someone, but I never received it. So I went to the crafting store and I got some. Right now, it's still sitting on my table. I haven't had time to do anything with it, but I really want to do it because you made it look like fun and you're really, really good at it.
Thank you, Heidi.
You're really good at it. And that was one of the days when I was having a really bad day. People were getting on my nerves at work and I needed something to soothe me. And that every time you would click, 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 it was like ASMR.
Yeah, exactly. And,
that's exactly what it was.
You know, that was the reason, that part of the reason why I went that route with ASMR. It's because I've had people say that I'm soothing. I have that soothing effect on people.
I can tell you it was very soothing for me. I don't know about others, but it really calmed me down. I watched you for a while. I went into a meeting and came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Right.
It was soothing. And you were talking a little bit to the people in the chat, but it was no drama.
Yeah. And, and that's what I want my channel to be, is a soothing place to come and just leave your worries at the door and not worry about what's going on the YouTube streets or in your real life, and I'm not wanting the drama. And that's what Miranda was bringing, was the drama to the channel.
See, I'm always so I'm not confused, but people have this perception that this one did this, and then when you talk to the person, no, that's not what happened. Right. So, but people perceive things in different ways, and you know what I'm saying. And I don't like if there was a conversation that can be had. But I guess now is at the point where it's too late for any conversations with anybody.
Right.
So I completely understand that. It's past that point.
Yeah.
But look, people just go do your own thing. Stay out of each other's way. That's the best thing I can say. Stay out of each other's way. Do your own thing. Right. She has a channel. You have your channel. Just don't interact with each other if you guys can't have a conversation. And I heard you say that you try, that you don't have a way to contact her. But I think if you guys would have been able to have a conversation, a lot of this stuff could have been squashed with the back and forth and who said what and who did what. Right. That's just my opinion.
And I can agree with that. I really can. And
But don't you get upset, because you sound like you're upset as well.
I am.
Yeah, but it's not, don't get upset, sweetie. Seriously. Don't get upset. It's just stress is not good for anyone. And if you let this consume you, this is, even though this is a lot of people's real life now, people don't go out and interact with people in person anymore. Everything is done on the internet. Shit, I order all my groceries most of the time, and I get it delivered, because by the time I finish, I don't feel like going in the store unless I'm going to the meat market. So everything now is so convenient.
Yeah.
But I would think a conversation, and I understand that you don't have her number, but it's too late. Just do your thing. And people that I saw that were in your chat really enjoyed your diamond painting. So just keep doing you, and don't let this other stuff bother you. I mean, I know it's hard when people are lying on your name or misrepresenting something that happened. Because I'm not going to say she's lying. Maybe she misrepresented it. She didn't understand so did you ever apologize to her for anything?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you apologized for saying something to Mask Angel, whoever that is, and she took it that you apologized to her for doxing her, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Guys. Look, Amanda, keep doing your diamond painting, girl. Keep doing you. Have fun. Don't let all of this stuff get to you, because I laugh a lot, because I'm gonna tell you, because the shit that I hear that I've supposedly said and gets twisted, I'm like, that is not what I said. It doesn't matter how many times you say that's not what you said. It's in their head, and that's what they're going to believe.
Right.
So I just make fun of her now. I'm not talking about Miranda. I'm talking about somebody in our community. I just make fun of her now. I make fun of her because no matter what I say, it's in her head. So now I keep telling people I'm in fear for my life, and I am. I have to get a body cam, because just like, you got to make fun of shit like that. Just laugh it off. Just laugh it off. That's all you have to do, is just laugh it off. Nope, that's not what I said. And I'm telling you, the way people are these days, no matter what you say, they're going to believe what they want to believe, because that suits their narrative.
Right.
Good morning, Island Girl.
Thank you, NM.
Look, good morning. You do. I really enjoy your diamond painting. I did enjoy it. Strap that cam on. I'm serious. I hear, and Hattie Black said, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what I said. And it's on my live stream. So how could you twist what I said? So now it's like, yep. And I make fun of it now, but at first when I heard it, I was really pissed. I'm like, this motherfucker. I was like, okay. Now it's funny to me. It's just funny. I'm like, okay, I did it. Yep, I said it. Yep, that's what I did. And everybody kept going. We keep telling her that's not what it doesn't matter. Because in their head, that's what you said.
Right. And
I've heard you say you didn't dox her. I've heard Bomb say she didn't dox her. So I don't know where she's, who's telling her or what. I have no idea. But I just think you stay on your own, do your thing, and just don't bother with it anymore, because there's nothing that you're going to be able to say.
Right. And
that's going to change that.
And it's like Snake said yesterday, that I didn't dox Miranda, because if you looked at the screenshot that Miranda showed back.
Did she show a screenshot?
Yeah.
Not on my panel.
No, not on your panel.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I miss that? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you go back, say about 2.5 weeks ago, Miranda showed a screenshot with the name that I went by back in January.
Okay.
There was a @ sign in front of knitting, and I never had an @ in the beginning.
That's what Snake was saying yesterday that that was
Right.
a sock account.
Right.
And Grass Toucher is right. Once people have their minds made up about, there's nothing that you can say or do.
Right.
See you later, April. But yeah, so she did say that, and somebody else put it in chat too, and they said that was a sock account. It was an ampersand in front of it, or an @ sign in front of it. So, and I put that on the screen. As a matter of fact, I put it on the screen so she can see it. So I don't know if she saw it or paid attention to it or not. Good morning, MTB. But I did put it
Hey,
on the
Mama
screen
Boss.
so she can see it.
Right. I don't
But
think
you,
she saw it.
I think she was really, well, not I think, she was really upset. I don't know why, because I know people were putting stuff in the chat and they were trying to hold her accountable for some of the things that were said. But she got upset and she kept saying, I know one time she got me confused because she said she had a screenshot. Then she saw it and then somebody told her, I don't know, but I got lost. And then, you know, it was she and Snake, and Snake was being, and I'm going to say Snake was calm until Panda Berry came up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, we're not going to do the name calling.
Right.
Oh my God, no. But, yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Again, I don't accept Panda Berry's apology because she did it for a purpose, for a reason.
So Perry, oh, wait a minute. Panda Berry doxed you.
Yes.
Oh, she did say yes, she did. She said she doxed you. Yes, she did. Oh, shit.
The apology.
So have you received any strange calls or people come into your home or anything like that after being doxed?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, Panda Berry, if you're watching, Amanda Panda, Crafting with Amanda, does not accept your apology. Because okay, so that's why I couldn't understand when she kept saying that she had the docs for Snake. And I'm like, what's the purpose of that? And that's what, she said somebody gave it to her. But if they gave it to you, why would you do it? If they wanted to dox her, why don't they do it themselves? That's only going to make her the bad person.
Right.
Yep. So I was waiting for Chad Daybell, but Amanda, I need to take off because I need to finish something. And then if Chad Daybell's his sentencing hearing starts, I'll come back and we can listen to it. But but thank you so much. And I'm so sorry yesterday that I didn't see your comment and I'm serious. I had already hit end stream the second time. So, you hit the end stream and then you hit it again. If I would have hit end stream, I could have canceled it and then had you come up. Good morning, allegedly. You giving me mad respect for what? Well, thank you. Thank you. So guys, on tonight, we're doing the grab bag. We're doing Fun Friday. So, if you're a member, it's going to be on the $3.99 tier and up. I'm doing it for my members to give back to the people that have supported me, not just coming in a chat, but people that have actually, been and I forgot members that have been here for 30 months, 32 months. When I see that, I'm like, God damn. I mean, seriously, I'm like, oh my God, these people have been here for quite some time. So don't put your membership milestone in the chat right now. Tonight at 7:00, my first thing is the person who has had the longest membership is going to get the first grab bag. Damn, Christoph. So thank you. MTB has a membership. So the person with the longest membership will get the first choice for the grab bag. So I just wanted to say that because I was like shocked when they were putting their membership milestones in the chat. I was like, God damn. And you see them and it's like, oh my God, 30 months, 32 months, 27. I was like, damn. I was like, damn. So it's not going to be on members only. Okay. I'm not going to have it on members only, but it's going to be for the members that's going to participate. Those are the ones that's going to get the grab bag. Everybody's going to have fun. I thought about doing it on members only, but then I want everybody to have fun too. But I'm still thinking. I need to talk to a few people to see how I'm going to do this.
All right, Heidi, I'm going to jump down.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up, Amanda. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay.
Thank you for letting me up.
Yep. You have a great Friday. Grass Toucher, I'm going to call you in a few minutes. I need to get in a meeting right now and I'll be back. But I was thinking about doing it just members only, but I don't think let me see. Let me talk to Grass Toucher, talk to a couple of my other mods and see how they think I should work this, because I want everybody to have fun and I really want to have a good time. And then you can pick somebody from the chat to help you answer a question. So let's just see how that's going to work. Let me get all of this worked out in my head. And then if and when Gwen Branston, hey sweetie, you should do it public so you can, oh, thank you, Sweets and Beyond. I'm gonna do it public. Thank you. See, I'm gonna do it. I said thought of it public. I'm gonna do it public, and then, but the grab bags are only gonna be the members, but I'm gonna pick two people that are not members to also get a grab bag if you participate in helping answer questions. I think that's how I'm gonna work it. But let me check so I can get all the rules and stuff in my head, and then I can put it up on the screen. So I will be back. Thank you guys for being here. And again, so next month, members, yes, sweet, thank you. See, I used to give away roses and all kinds. I spent so much damn money on roses, and I never used my rose. So, and I will be on camera tonight. I have a hair appointment. So I have a hair appointment. I will be on camera tonight. So I will definitely see you guys later. Thank you for being here. And I will talk to you guys later. I have to go now. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you, sweets.